Russell Westbrook left the Lakers' preseason game in the first quarter with a hamstring injury Friday night. Still not clear exactly how he suffered the injury. Coach Darvin Ham says Westbrook told him he thinks he'll be okay. Westbrook came off the bench in that 133-86 loss to the Kings. Ham called that, quote, not a demotion, but a realignment. Shannon, how is all this going to play out?
Skip, I think, look, the Lakers want Russ to come off the bench, wanting to run with the shock troops in the second unit. He can be more free. He'll have the ball with little to no interference with LeBron and AD on the court. So that's what they want. Now, the hamstring injury gives them a cover to bring him along slowly and then bring him off the bench when he returns. You see how they did that, Skip? Hamstring, we got to bring him along slowly. We don't want him to exert too much,
Oh, so you think they're complicit in the quote-unquote hamstring?
He got hamstring, a little tight. Ain't no telling when that thing gonna be 100% healthy. And to bring him along. The question is, if Russ is willing to accept this role. If he's not, then he's gonna be a problem. Not publicly, behind the scenes. I think that's where he'll cause the commotion. I'm better than this. Y'all know my resume. MVP, All-Star MVP, All-NBA type player, one of the 75 greatest players in NBA history. And to be coming off the bench. But a lot of the greats, eventually, as they got older, came off the bench. Kevin McHale started his career coming off the bench. Bill Walton was an MVP, Finals MVP, that ended up coming off the bench. So a lot of great players. Bob McAdoo came off the bench. A lot of great players have come off the bench. It's going to be, but Skip, no matter what they try with Russ is really not the only problem. You don't get beat by 50 in a preseason game.
No.
They still can't shoot, they still can't defend, and they still can't rebound. And all of those issues
That's kind of the sum total, right?
And all of that's not Russ' fault. Oh, you can sugarcoat and say Russ need to do this, Russ need to do that. But there are a lot of things the Lakers as a team need to do better.
Okay. I see this upside down from what you see. I heard the bombshell report that he's being realigned, not demoted, but realigned. But the latest report is they have re-escalated their attempts to trade Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't demote him because it's clearly a demotion to the second team because you devalue him. You undercut your ability to trade him. Why wouldn't you go ahead and start him in the final preseason game? Because it would keep his value up for most people. They say, well, at least he's a starter for the Lakers.
They already, whatever his value is what it is. Everybody know what you get with Russell. Everybody know what you get with Russ in year 15.
Okay, so to me, I watched Russell Westbrook for 5 minutes total on, what was it, Friday night. It all runs together for me. If we could see what happened in those 5 minutes, please.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good. Okay, so here's what we see. He tries that. That was a bad idea and way short. And then, whoops, we've seen that before. And then this one's way short. And then he just loses the handle because he's got the worst hands of any point guard I have ever seen. So that was it. Those were his 5 minutes. And all of a sudden he's walking off, and it was a little limpy, I guess, a little side to side, a little favoring the left side a little bit. I don't know what's going on, but he did not look happy in his new role because he starts every game with LeBron blessing him by hiking the ball between his legs. It's a big deal to me that LeBron James would acknowledge Russell Westbrook's greatness by hiking the ball to him because it's a ritual that started that makes him feel like,
yeah, I'm bringing the ball. I'm bringing the ball to the court.
Like it's my team now. I'm the point guard here. Well, if you don't start, you're not going to get the ritual, and he's not going to be happy. So all of a sudden, you're more stuck with him than ever because I think that was the first glimmer of how unhappy he's going to get. You know and I know, if you try to bring him off the bench and he plays, 15 minutes, maybe 12, 15 minutes, he's not going to be happy.
That's an expensive-ass sixth man.
Is it? $47 million? Are you kidding me? So to me, he's become nothing but a liability. I restate my position. You can't realign him to the bench. You, in the end, you should have just sent him home. Say, we love you, man. We give you $47 million to go sit on your couch or whatever you want to do.
Or they should have, if the deal was in place, and some people said it was, some people said it wasn't, Indy didn't really want Russ.
Give up the picks. They're unprotected. They're 25 and 27. They're way
27, 29.
I mean, it's 27, 29. What am I saying? So they're 5 and 7
grade,
right? Whoo, wow. Yep.
The 29 pick is probably somebody in the 7th grade.
No.
By then, Skip, they'll be having the you can come straight out, you can come hardship. go straight from high school to the NBA.
Okay, I don't see how it's going to work, because if you do go back to starting him because it's the path of least resistance with him, it's not the path for LeBron and AD to be on, because it's going to ruin it. You can't play him. He is a detriment. He is the fly in your soup. He is impossible to rise above for LeBron and Anthony Davis. They
need shooters, Skip.
Yeah.
I mean, that became, it's been obvious, but it became painfully obvious to me, because I'm looking at Sacramento, and they got guys just bombing threes just left and right. Guys just, and we just clanking and clanking and clanking.
Aaron Fox just owns you. He just does whatever he feels like doing, because nobody defends.
I think Kendrick Nunn is going to be really big for us.
I'll buy that.
And look at Malik Monk. He go over there and just be shooting. I wish we could have kept him.
Yep.
Him and Kendrick Nunn with the second unit, and with LeBron and AD.
Yep, you'd have something there. Without Westbrook as your quote-unquote point guard.
Shannon, your Lakers open up the regular season tomorrow night against the defending champ Warriors in San Fran. Russ is day-to-day, but AD's a full go with that lower back soreness.
We're gonna put some
Up next for us here on Undisputed, how much did it mean for HBCUs to have Deion Sanders appear on 60 Minutes last night? This is a big one. Panthers interim head coach Steve Wilks kicked Robbie Anderson out of the game yesterday late in the third after the receiver got into a heated argument with position coach Joe Daly. Anderson said after he had no idea why he was sent to the locker room. Panthers lost to the Rams 24-10. Shannon, what's your reaction?
Wilks made the right call. Just go on and check it in. First of all, Robbie Anderson is not a good enough player to behave like that on the sideline. If he was giving you 8, 9 catches a game, buck, touchdown, end of the season, he's going to have 115 catches, 1,300 yards, 8, 9, 15 touchdowns. Okay, you probably could accept some of that. But at what he's giving you right now, last year he had 53 catches. Right now he has 13 catches in 6 games. He played for Matt Rule at Temple. Nah, you can't behave in that, man. I don't get why he went back at. First of all, I don't even get why he was arguing with the position coach to begin with. He said something about, he wanted to be in the game and they told him to get out of the game. Okay, that happened. Maybe you weren't in the personnel grouping. Hell, I had to come out there, some personnel groupings I wasn't in, so I go to the sideline. It was like, man, come on, man, why y'all taking me out? But come on, man, hey. It's not that big of a deal. Look, I get it. And sometimes, the only time I've had a problem, I got upset. But what I did is I handled it once the game was over. And I just went to him, Skip. I never forget, it was in Kansas City. And we had a single tight end. And then I see Chamberlain come in, so I know we going to 2 tight ends. We going to Tiger personnel. And I'm always the Tiger, no matter who it is. They say, Shannon, go to Y. Go to Y. Call Y stick, you looky. Now, the stick route, Skip, is the dummy route. I'm cleared it out so the looky got 2-way